These few seconds can mean the difference between life and death. Seatbelt usage continues to be the #1 thing drivers and vehicle occupants can do to increase their chance for survival in the event of a crash. While the number of people who are buckling up is increasing, approximately 25,000 people died in auto crashes in 2008, and over 50% of them were unrestrained.
It's not that people make the conscious decision to not wear their seatbelt, it's that they don't always remember to put it on. With everything else we have going on in our lives on a day-to-day basis, whether it's you got to make it to work on time or you're late to school or the gambit of different things that can distract people, people hop in the car and they take off, and then maybe down the road a little bit they decide, hey, I should put on my seatbelt. Unfortunately, for way too many people, down the road it's too late.
While tougher seatbelt laws across the country have helped curb the number of deaths related to automobile accidents, countless lives are lost every year, leaving thousands of families grieving in anguish.
On March 26, 2009, I had a 30-year-old nephew that was killed as a result of an automobile accident. And the investigative officer at the scene of the accident said that it would have been very unlikely that my nephew would have been even seriously injured had he been wearing a seatbelt. He was actually thrown from the vehicle, and it was a slow roll. So had he been wearing the seatbelt, it's pretty obvious that he would have stayed inside the vehicle and there would have been no other injuries to speak of.
In 2008, seatbelts saved over 13,000 lives. Had all passengers over 4 years of age used seatbelts, over 4,000 more lives could have been saved.
You can't put a dollar figure on safety. And when you look at safety belts, I think a lot of times people underestimate what having your seatbelt brings when it goes into safety of the vehicle.
There are many things that can be considered overrated. Seatbelts, however, are not one of them. As prevention becomes paramount, more lives can be saved, ensuring years of happiness while journeying down the road of life. LifeBelt is revolutionizing the way drivers use safety belts, literally. As an add-on component to your car, LifeBelt's no buckle, no start feature ensures that the car won't start if the driver's seatbelt is not fastened, creating a life-saving habit in 16% of reluctant safety belt users, particularly teenage drivers.
It's all plug and play. Translation being you don't have to cut into the car's wiring harness, or there's no altering of the car's stock seatbelt awareness system. Its features are that if the driver of the vehicle doesn't put on his or her seatbelt, the vehicle will not start.
Okay, and the vehicle cranks, but it doesn't start.
And if you unbuckle while you're driving, LifeBelt turns off the car's radio and starts a 50 dB alarm. Now, the important part of that is, yes, it turns off the car's radio, but it does not affect the safe operation of the vehicle in any way. Again, translation being teenagers can't drive without the stereo. They're not going to do it. And if you've got a younger child that likes to pop his or her seatbelt off, now you know instantly, as opposed to, God forbid, finding out when you either get a ticket or there's a crash and your child wasn't restrained.
What struck me first was Rob, the owner's commitment to saving lives. That's what kind of got me. It wasn't so much about selling the product, it was the commitment to saving lives. I was more impressed with that than anything else.
Appreciating the value of such a device, certain car dealerships like Wesley Chapel Toyota in North Tampa, Florida, have chosen to make it an option for their customers.
Well, we believe in the product. Safety is important to all of our customers, and anytime we can add an extra value safety feature to the vehicle, especially when it comes to seatbelts, we understand the importance of it, and so do our customers. So we partner up with LifeBelt to give that extra added value to our customers.
Secondly, I think it gives the dealership kind of an opportunity to kind of give back to the community. I mean, certainly they make profit on it, but it's a way of kind of giving back and showing that they are concerned and dedicated to safety, safe driving.
I think if Roy had known about this product, he was a young family man, and I think that he probably would have seriously considered the use of this product.
Everybody believes they should wear your safety belt. A lot of people just don't do it, and this is going to force them to be safe.
What I would hope that we can convey to people about LifeBelt is that if you've got a son or a daughter or a loved one that's driving and you ever even have to momentarily wonder if they're going to have on their seatbelt, take a look at what we've done and see if it works for you and your family. And it's as close as you're ever going to get to having mom and dad or a loved one sitting in the passenger seat going, hey, make good decisions. Put on the seatbelt. Because if they put on that seatbelt, you get them back. Yeah, you got to crash, you got to deal with, and whatever nonsense, but you get that person back. And if they have on a properly worn shoulder harness, 83% of the time, you get them back relatively unscathed, and that's the kicker.
The first line of defense in safe driving is your seatbelt, and LifeBelt ensures that every driver is buckled up before the engine is running. There's a new partner in driver safety, LifeBelt. No buckle, no start. To learn more about LifeBelt or purchase this life-saving device, visit us at nobuckleNoStart.com.